Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to day 5 of the 30-day Accelerator. Now, I think of today as a nice and easy one. It's a little bit lighter. We've done some pretty big things already. We've dived into the site settings. We've done your welcome email sequence. We have created that first page people are going to see while you're working on building out your course, which is what we're going to do tomorrow. And then we designed and created a form that is going to connect all of those pieces together, okay, that automation piece, so that people landing on your website can give you their details and actually get that welcome email. So if you skip those bits, please go back and have a listen. What we're going to do today is we're going to make sure that that page you were working on yesterday can actually be found on Google. And how exactly do you do that? And if you share the link on social, like what's going to come up? So let me share my demo account and we will get into it. All right, so here we are back inside of my demo account. Not a whole lot to see just yet, okay? But what I want to do is firstly take you back into that website menu and into pages, okay, over here. So what we were doing yesterday was working on that interim page that people are going to see if they try and get to your domain while you're working on things in the background. So we created a page that you could either use as an opt-in page for a freebie, or it could be a coming soon page for your whole website, okay? Whatever makes the most sense to you. And then after people give you their details, they're going to see this confirmation page. Now we imported some templates to do that. Just a reminder, you can't import templates into a Kajabi account until at least one page has been created from the Kajabi library up here, just the inbuilt Kajabi native library. So we did that first. We created this test page on the account so that we could import the templates after. Now, one little bit of housekeeping, if you've ever got pages on your Kajabi account that you're unlikely to use, like ever, I would encourage you to come and delete them, because these landing pages mount up very quickly. And before you know it, you have got like a gazillion pages sitting inside of your Kajabi account, and like half a dozen of them all look identical, and you're not quite sure if you needed it for anything. So in the moment, at the time, if you create a page that you decide, oh, actually, I don't need that, come into the pages area of your account and make sure you delete it. All right, so those two pages that we are going to be left with in a second, once that does delete, the opt-in page and the confirmation. Now, I'm going to assume that you actually have gone and done the customization of the opt-in page and the confirmation page, and that you also, inside of that marketing menu, you have completed that welcome email sequence that we did on day 2. Let me just bring that back up for you, just to remind you where it is. Okay, even if there's only one email inside of this welcome sequence, just so long as you've got one email complete, okay? Because once people opt in on this page that we've created, we set up that automation that they're going to get added to this email sequence. So you don't want that happening if the email is like only half written. So make sure before you do this next step that we're about to do, that you have finished off writing at least the first email in that welcome sequence, okay? You can add extra emails to it over time as you get a chance. All right, so once you've got the emails, you've got a page that you are happy with, then what we need to do is come back down into our site settings, because what we want to do is we want to tell Kajabi that that page we created, we want it to be the home page. So if you come into site settings, all right, and then into site details. Okay, so we've got bits and pieces of information here that hopefully over the last few days you've gone through and updated your site name. You might have updated the subdomain. You've put your support email address in. And then down here, oh, we'll skip over homepage for a second, but you've put your logo in. You've put your favicon, which is that little icon that shows beside your browser tab up in the tabs area of your computer. And then down here, we've got your color palette. So put your color palette in, because that's going to save you loads of time customizing pages, products, and emails. We are going to get into tomorrow, we're going to make a start on building out your first product. Now, inside of products, you have, with most products, the ability to add an instructor block into the sidebar. If you put an image here and your name, that is going to pull through into that instructor block so that you don't have to upload it every time. And then down here, you might have put some SEO information about your overall website. All right, so that was the site details area, but what we skipped over is the bit that's important to us today. If we come back up here to this homepage section, now the default is that it's going to show the website theme homepage. What we want to do is we want to show the landing page that you created. So in this dropdown, all you're going to do is change the homepage. Instead of showing template homepage, just show a landing page. And then, oops, once it selects for me, and then choose that opt-in page that we created. So all the pages in your account should be showing in this dropdown. Save. Okay. We put the page there. And we're going to go down here and click save on that. Yeah, just wait for it to refresh. Okay. So now, if somebody was to come along to your website, let's just say they either go to the subdomain sassycoach.mykajabi.com, or if you've gone the extra step and you've already connected your custom domain, which in my case might be sassycoach.com, we want that opt-in page we created to show up. So if I go over here to this little preview eye in the sidebar, and we just click to preview the website, and we wait patiently for my internet to load. Okay, now you can see up here in the browser tab that it's given you like a whole lot of extra tracking information. We could delete that. My point is that, and let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Try. Doesn't get any bigger in the URL, sadly. Well, if you have laser eagle eyes, you can have a look into this URL and you'll see that there's no like / free guide, for example, on the end. It's just the domain or the subdomain. As soon as somebody out there in the world tries to get to your website, whatever page you set inside of your site details here as the home page is going to come up, okay? So they don't need to know the full URL, like the slug as we call it, okay? All the bits that come after the /. They just need to know your subdomain or your domain, and they go to that, and this is what they will see. Now, if you wanted to take this part of the URL and now you go over to Facebook, for example, if you want to share your website over on social, what I want to look at now is what's going to come up if you share it on social. So let's go and have a look inside of my Facebook account. Okay, so I am just here in my main Facebook, like my personal profile. Now, if I take that domain and I just paste it here and we wait. Okay, so it's pulled through some information here. We've got some like Latin text, the page name, and this image. Like, where did it get that from? So if we go back over to the Kajabi account and we jump back into pages, if I can find those. All right, so we've got this page here that we just went and shared over on social, and it has pulled through this image. Now, if I have a look at that page, you can see sort of hidden, well, it's a little bit small, but you can see that it's pulled through that main image from the actual page itself. So if I preview this, okay, pulled through that image there because it didn't have another image. And this image here is square, and you can see over on Facebook over here, it's not exactly a square image. We sort of need a rectangular, actually, would be better. But it didn't have one. So it's just went and grabbed like the first image from the page. And that is the image that it's going to bring up when I post this image to social. So if we come back over here, how can we give it a different image to post to social? So back into the landing pages area of your account. And over here, we've got these 3 little dots. So we need you to click there and go into edit the details. And I'm just going to open it up as a new tab. Okay, so it displayed this name with it. You can see down here in the SEO and sharing details, we don't have a title, we don't have a meta description, we don't have an image. So it's displayed this title. I'll go back over to Facebook again. Free guide, XYZ. It's given us some Latin text, and it's done that image from the page, okay? So we're gonna update it to something different. Now you could stick with, the thing with SEO and having things rank is that you want to give it a title and a description that is actually clear as to what it is, and that it meets the requirement of like something that somebody is searching for. So if your free guide has a name that, answers the problem or solves the problem for people, there's no harm in using the title of your freebie down here in the SEO information. I wouldn't put something into your page title or page description that's like a little bit cryptic, because you want Google, when it's looking at information, to be able to quickly glance at the title and the description and understand what this page and website is all about. And similarly, if you are sharing this link on social, you want people to be able to quickly look at this little snippet that it pulls through and know if it's something that they need, okay, something that they are looking for. So if your page is going to be a freebie that you're asking people to opt in for, I would give it a page title that aligns with the name of the freebie. And then I'd give it a description that is something like this, okay, download this, whatever it is, free resource designed to help you. And then I put in brackets things they most want and will be searching for on Google, okay, or wherever they're searching for. So put a description in there that is clear. You can see that it suggests that you make it 160 characters or less. If you go crazy, it's not going to save, okay? It'll come up with a little red warning sign to say too long. So if you want it to actually display the text that you've written, keep it to 160 characters, and then put an image in there that is representative of that free resource. Now, I don't think I actually have one in my account, but let's see if I can grab something from my computer that would work. Let's just have a look in recent. I think I've got something in recent, don't I? Oh, there we go. Okay, look, I'm going to go with this one. And I'll just wait for that to load. And guys, by the way, it's not just me, I don't think, but sometimes if you are trying to upload or select from recent images and it does this copying file thing, sometimes it does that copying file thing for a really long time. It's actually just quicker to upload the image again. So if it's not doing the upload the way that you think it should, just go and grab the image and re-upload it. Sometimes that is faster. Okay, so let's just put that link in again and see what it gives us. All right, now it's brought through the description, the title and the description, and it's got a spot there for the image, but the image isn't loading the way that it should. Now, if you have any issues with images when you go to share them on Facebook, I've got a little link for you, very useful, and it's this sharing debugger. Okay, now I'll give you the URL, but all you would do is you would come up into this little tab, this field at the top, put your URL in that's not displaying the way that you want it to, and click to debug. And you can see there that it's bringing through like this empty white screen. So if I click to scrape again, basically I'm asking it to go and inspect the page again, please. Okay, it's like, please go and do another check. Make sure that you don't find an image there. Right, so it's gone off. It has found the image there for me now. So if I go back over to Facebook and click out of here and reload. And this time around, when we share the link, we shouldn't have any issues. Okay, so that little debugger tool has fixed it for me. It's pulled through the image, the meta title, and the meta description that we had put in. Okay, so people will click that and they'll be taken off to the page. All right, so what we've looked at today is we have set your homepage as set your opt-in page as the interim homepage on your site. That is done in your site settings inside of site details. Then we went into the page itself and we updated this SEO information, the sharing information. If you want the page to be found on Google, then toggle this on, all right, once you're happy for the page to be found. Then we took the link, and you don't have to use the whole link if it's been set as your homepage. You can just use the subdomain or your custom domain. We went over to Facebook, we pasted it in, didn't pull through the right information, so we went over into this Facebook sharing debugger tool. Okay, when you put your URL in the top there, click to debug, and if it doesn't give you the image and the description that you're looking for, just click this button here to scrape again, and that's going to prompt Facebook to go off and like have a little inspect of the website and just update the information that it's going to display. All right. And that's all I've got for you today. So a nice, light and easy one ahead of tomorrow where we are diving into setting up your very first product. I'll see you back for day 6.